Hello, how are you? We have a lovely, just a minute. My window protection fell down. It's pouring. So, sorry, I just had to fix it. So we're going to do the Margarete Miller challenge here. I'm going to have a sip of coffee. And it's actually number 5. I told my sister I hadn't done number 4 yet, but I'm up to number 5. I lost track because Lulu did some ahead of what I'd done. So number 5 is called 2020C05, and it's a path or road, something cold, a favourite word, a piece of calendar, paper with a repeating pattern, and the bonus is an illustration. And I probably will do all of them. So far, I'm working in my Jessie Corley book, as you know, and let's open. I haven't done anything there yet, but I will eventually. So this is the first 2 spreads. I love my 3rd spread. That's definitely a favourite. And then we have the 4th spread. And we're now on to the 5th spread, which is going to be fun. So I've pulled out a whole lot of stuff. Now, when my sister Sarah does it, she's very organised. She did the most amazing page the other day for number 4, I think it was. And her video is up already. So I'll put a link to her, and I'll put a link to Margarete in the description box. Now, if you want to find the prompts for this, you go to her webpage and you go to assignment archives, and then you'll find them. So I've got words here. There's plenty of words here that I like. I've got illustrations, but I'm not sure what I'm going to use. I've got some images. I was thinking I like that, but I might not use that because, you know, I've got to do the cold as well. And I don't know that really goes. So I've got all these images for cold. And then I've got, now I didn't have any calendar. Well, I do have a piece of calendar, but it doesn't look like a calendar. Where is it? Did I put it away? Oh, here it is. Now, this was a calendar book that I had that was an art one, and that's all I've got left of it. So I won't use that because that doesn't tell anybody that that's a calendar. I'll put that aside. But that's all I had of a real calendar. So I went on Pinterest and I just found these antique calendars. I tried to find, this is February, but I did like April and March and April, and I printed it in 2 sizes. I don't know if they're in the public domain, these little calendars, but I thought they were very pretty. And I'm not selling it, so it's just for me. I thought this was a path here. There's a path there. So I thought maybe that could work in with, that's just out of a book. I can't remember what it's called, but that might work in with the cold. And then I did pull out this book, which is a great book, A Country Woman's Journal. And I possibly could find, I've already ripped some stuff out. So there's lots of illustrations in here too. So, and lots of lovely writing that I could use as a background. I was just trying to see if there was something. Oh, there's a lovely path. Well, that's a good path. I'll tear that page out. Now, I know a lot of you say you couldn't tear into these books, but I bought them to tear into, so there's no point in hoarding them. I don't sit and look at them every day, and I prefer them to go in something that I would be more likely to look at, a journal, than sit down and look at a book. There's the lady. Can't remember her name. Second journal. I'm just trying to see quickly if there's anything cold in here. But I don't see too many snow scenes. So, no, but I might like to embellish with a little illustration from that. And then I have this paper that my sister... No, this is not the one from my sister. My sister sent me the other one. This is from Mary. And it's the Tim Holtz wallpapers. They have repeating patterns, so there might be something in there. And the other thing I've got, I bought this at the antique market. Now, it's certainly not old. It's this gift wrap by artists, Neoclassical Designs, and there's these papers. So depending what I use, what I decide on, I've got no idea. Depending what I decide on, then I will see what papers I will use. And I feel like I need to create a pocket as well. So I don't know where to start, do I? Well, when I don't know where to start, what do? I stick some book page down. Well, we've got this book page. I wonder if I'd like that path. Because this path is a bit too springy for me, because I've got these lovely winter scenes here that I might like. I like these ones in the snow too. And that's in the snow, and it's also got January, even though it's February. Doesn't really matter, does it? But that's a lovely wintry scene. And so is that. I don't know. Okay, well, I think I'm going to put the book page down regardless, and I may just cover it up eventually, but I'm going to put it down just to make a start. This is what I do when I don't know what to do. I just put it down and see what happens, see where it takes me. I want to stick that one there, so I need to flip it over, and I've got my glue here. Whoops. Okay, put that there. And I might grab another. I just like the book page. I really do. See if I've got some more here. Just looking for bits and pieces. That's a nice piece. I'll have that side. Put that over there. Or will I put it here? Put it down there. No, put it up there. I've probably pulled out too many choices. I just can't do it like you say. I just can't organise my ideas first. Like, I can't even have a vague idea. I just, oh dearie me, it's just not possible. That's going to go there. Now, just fold that. I'm going to have a sip of coffee. Boy, do I love a rainy day. It's pouring, but the sun's going to come out in the afternoon, I think. Put that there. Now, I do have some smaller pieces. What about some of these smaller pieces? I love that. I think I'll put that there. That's from a book spine. I love keeping those. When you can. You can't always keep them. They're not always any good. And then I was thinking maybe just a little bit of this, just to add another tone. Tear that off. I think I'll put that there. It's quite strong paper, actually. I don't know if you have the, what do you call it, the pattern paper, but it's quite hard to rip. Now, bear in mind, this to me is like getting rid of my white background. This is how I get rid of it, in my opinion. I just feel like I'm getting somewhere when I do something like this, and I may just cover it all up, but I do feel like I'm getting somewhere. I'm doing something. Put that there. Oh, dearie me. Okay. So, seems the world has gone completely mad with the virus, and even the Aussies have been hilarious and raided the supermarkets, which I thought it was an Italian thing, but it's an everybody thing. And so they've all gone completely nutters. Now, that being said, I do agree with being prudent and not having unnecessary outings, unless you have to, but, you know, we need to keep it all in check a little bit, not go cray-cray. And the other thing is, the virus does not, it doesn't, like, it travels on people. It doesn't travel on items, if you know what I mean. Like, if you buy something from overseas, it's not going to travel in the package to your house. That's all I can say. It can only survive a certain amount of hours without a host, and it is, I've been researching, and I asked my friend, she's a doctor, and it's only by human contact, which is why they keep telling all of us to, if you go out, come home, wash your hands. And soap and water is just fine, apparently, the doctors say. I was watching a doctor being interviewed in Australia. Soap and water is perfectly fine. You don't need to go and buy sanitizer. That would be more useful, like if you're out to carry it around in your bag and you don't have access to a bathroom. I mean, in Italy, you can't buy hand sanitizer anywhere. It's sold out. And where you can buy it, they're charging, get ready for it, €30 for what would normally cost €2. So they're really taking advantage of people's fears. And in fact, the fiscal police here have been onto it, and there's, like, you know, websites and stuff selling you crazy masks and things like that. It's just really funny. At exorbitant prices, and people are going and buying them. Okay, so let's decide. I mean, this is just lovely. Don't know whether I want a big one or a small one. I might just grab my tear ruler and, if you can bear it, just tear around them. And then I can decide which one I want to use. So it does say a piece of calendar. Well, is this a piece of calendar, just one page of the calendar? Or is it like, do you have to tear it? Don't know. Because I was thinking another cool thing to do would be just to, I'm going to do it, have the part with the calendar part. So even take that off and just have the calendar. That could be cool stuck somewhere. So I'm just getting them ready so that way I can decide. Very pretty. I think I'll put that one aside. And then I had a couple of others. I still tear around these. You never know. This is April and that one's July. I couldn't find too many on Pinterest for February that I really liked. I just thought it would be fun if I put February, but it doesn't really matter. And I don't think I've got any February left in my Edith Holden book. And this is also an illustration. I mean, it's all illustrations, isn't it, what I've got out on my table? And now, the only thing about this here is that it's very glossy. I don't know whether I like it. I thought it could be cool to make, could kind of been cool to make like a sort of envelope. I think I'm going to tear it. Isn't it pretty? I like this. It's pretty old paper though. I can tell it like it's not brand new. It's probably from the 80s or the 90s or something like that. Probably not a good idea to tear on top of your book. I actually don't want it that big. And it was brand new, this thing, and no pages had been used out of it. So how big would I like it? I tear it there. I think that's going to be too big for my pocket, for my envelope. Well, let's see. It's very pretty. What I might do, I'm going to fold it down like that just to reinforce it. And I'm actually going to put some glue along there just so I can stick that down. If you wanted to, you could sew it as well. And then I'm going to fold it up, I think about there. And this one I'm also going to reinforce as well by folding that. Oh, can you hear Lulu's video? It's very noisy. And that will fold down like so. Oh, I like this. Very pretty. And then I need to make it narrower. So I'm going to fold it in here. I'll fold that in and then I'll see if it's wide, like right. Because I think I want to make it like a pocket sort of thing here. Or I'll make it flip, or it'll be a pocket. Okay, so that's good. So then what I need to do is grab my scissors. That's the bit that folds up, so I need to trim that. And this is my flap to glue down. And I'll trim, I'll keep that bit, isn't that lovely? I mean, there were some papers in this pack that I didn't like, and I got rid of those. No point in hanging on to them if I'm not going to use them. I might get rid of a bit more of that. Okay, so that's my bit that folds up. I need to trim a bit more off here. Okay, so I'll grab this glue. I just think this glue will glue it a little bit better. Try not to put too much. Slippery. That's a nice pocket, isn't it? And then I want to fold this in half, and I'm just going to trim this down. Just a sec, let's line up our crease there. There we go. And then we've got our pretty envelope with our repeating pattern, and that's going to go on the page somewhere. I think on this side I like it. It's very big, but I want to sort of put this in here. Okay, now what's next? Piece of calendar. Well, here's a piece of calendar. It's quite nice there. I think I might stick it up there. That's going to go up there. That there. Wouldn't that be pretty in there? That could go in there. Just I've got to get my path. I do like that path, but then I've got this as well. One of these. That up there. Don't think I want that one. I love this one. I love my pretty path there too. Oh, I think these will be really nice, the ducks. What I think I might do is just, I can't remember what book this is from. Oh, that Eddie Basil, I think his name is. Very long. It's the original. I just cut it out of the book. I'll put my ducks somewhere. That in there. Now I've got this path here. I am insistent on my path. Nice there. I'm just trying to leave a bit of the snow around the ducks so you can see that they're cold ducks. think I'll put the ducks down there. What else do I have? Favourite word? Path or a road? I'm not worried about the illustration part because we've got lots of those going. Oh wait, now we've got these pretty papers here. Seem to have quite a bit of brown and orange. Oh, that could be good. Just pull a few out. Isn't that nice? Okay, let's have a look. Well, that could be very nice with the the birds on there and put that in the pocket. That's a good idea. I mean, that the birds are going. I would like to put the birds in because they're part of a calendar. They were part of the calendar, and I'm wondering if I would like some of this. No, not that one. Don't mind that one. I didn't check this one. Don't mind that one. It's a bit eclectic, isn't it? Quite like it. Yeah, I think I'm going to use the birds because I think I'll put that there. I still feel like I need something else behind the birds. I'll just tear some of this writing here, see if I like that. So the only printed thing was that because, and will be those birds because I didn't have what I needed. I like that writing there. Yes, I'm going to glue that down. It's kind of a bit eclectic, this page. Might glue my thing down. I'm definitely putting that there so I can glue that down. Okay. And then I want to glue that down. really is a challenge doing this. Glue my ducks. Make sure I get it around the edges, because then otherwise they tend to pop up. If that doesn't stick down, I'll trim that bit off. I still need something up here, don't I? Isn't this fun? I like the colours. Don't think that will stick, but anyway. I'm going to put this on here. I just like this. That's the only reason why I'm doing that. It's part of that, was part of that calendar, so that's my justification. And I will stitch around that, I think, and that will slip in there, and I'm going to put something on the back. I've also got these illustrations here that I quite like. They're just from a book. But I ripped up the book a while ago, and I've just got all the pages in a box, so I don't even remember what book. But I did show the book many moons ago in a video. So just whizzing along, cutting. Not worrying too much about perfection. Okay, I'm thinking I would like that. I think I'll put it there. Still need something else. Oops, don't rip it, Rachel. Be careful with the gluing. Oh, I already ripped it. I always rip them. You just stay over there. That will slip in there. still feel like I need something else. It's one word. I'm supposed to put one word. What word do I like? I think I like together. I just have to figure out how to get it on there. Okay. Let's see now. I could trim that down and put that there. And I could back it with, oh, I don't want to back it. It's got that lovely, well, I could put it that way. Put it that way. I wonder what it would look like with another illustration on it. I'll just go around really quickly. I was going to put it in the pocket. No. So that's just going to be backed with something. I'll put another calendar there, the February one. Could tear that down. Was that too much? No, I don't like that. I was thinking it could go on the back of that, but then I'm covering up all of that. Beautiful work by Carol. So, what can we put here? Put another illustration, wouldn't be bad. So I've got three papers with repeating pattern there. Piece of calendar, illustration, something cold, and I've got to put the favourite word on. I'll probably cut this out and not like it. Oh, and I've got my path, which is behind that card. Trim that bit off there, don't need that. I just cut off the bits that I don't want to keep. that I feel like might be too fiddly. I don't mind that. I could bring it down a little bit. Put my word up there. Where's my word gone? I've lost my word. I need to change my paper so I don't let bits off. Okay. I think I'll put that, yeah, down here. I like all this clashing pattern everywhere. And I think I might just put my word up here together. Yeah, like that. See, putting that flower there created a space for this. That's just going to slip in there. And that's just going to stay in there. There we go. That is my spread. I've done it. Whew, it was hard. Hard work. Great. So there you have it. We've got the word, favourite word, I like together. Illustrations. These are all illustration. Well, that's a painting. That's an illustration. Got repeating paper, pattern papers. Path, piece of calendar. I think that's it. Let's see. Path or road. Oh, something cold. Favourite word. Piece of calendar. And that's also a piece of calendar. I will back that with some, actually I'll back that with some tea-dyed paper, but I want to stitch around that first. And then paper with repeating pattern, got both of those, and illustration of those. Great. So there we have it. That is my completed page. I'll finish that off, and then I'll put some photographs on Instagram as well, so you can see the still photograph. But I really do like that. Completely different to the first page. See, I like this page much more. Yep. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. That is my 5th challenge finished, and I will see you again soon. Bye.